Hello everyone, Off the Gaming here. Today we're gonna talk about Miracle, and I just have the enforcer today through Lens Chest purely. It feels strangely rewarding. Alright, enough about bragging. Let's dive into Miracle. So this is a new game mode that has a lot of exclusive rewards. All those SSR gears are exclusive to this game mode, and also those in-game currency summons, but it's not available to the gem gear summons. It's also not available in the SSR chest, I believe. And it gives a lot of co-partner stones like this, or it gives a lot of dust like this. It's very helpful for progressing, but it's also very difficult. I think reaching fantasy should be doable for most players, and reaching eternal should be doable for most of the competitive players. And clearing final dreams are very hard. I'm not able to do this yet, and I'm only at stage 9 for the B Dream Theater B. I fully cleared Final Dream in Dream Theater A. I think I will level up some of the other planners and do this again. If I were able to clear all of them, I will share a walkthrough video for this. But today I'm just trying to give out tips as soon as possible to help you guys progress as well. And okay, some of the basics for this is you can only choose from 2 leaders per theater, and there are swordsman and the paladin in the theater B, and each of the banners have 4 fatigue. You can use them 4 times in each of the floors. It's not a regenerate per day, but it's only for that floor. That means you for Eternal and Final Dream there are 12 stages each floor. You get to use one partner in 4 of the 12, but not in all of them. That means you need to smartly select your partners and try to use at least partners as possible to save them for later. And they do have an increase in difficulty, so the earlier ones can be sometimes can be soloed by your leader, and sometimes can be completed by your leader plus a strong unit plus some utility units. Alright, for the next topic I want to talk about is the leader buffs. So out of those 3 leaders, you want to watch out for those particular buffs and to take advantage of them when you can. For the Sakura Swordsman, you don't want your partner to exceed 2 units for the same kind of energy. This usually happens for energy 14 or 15. You don't want to use 3 15 energy units or 3 14 units, 14 energy units. And for the activation requirement, the second one, you want to use at least 2 out of those 5. And this requirement also collapses with Anne and Jasmine's requirement, so making Anne and Jasmine suits Swordsman really well. We'll talk about the partner activations later, but those 2 buffs are all very expensive. They may matter in the later stages of a floor, but early on you can safely ignore them. For Sakura Swordsman, you want to use this unit ability as much as possible. This deals more damage towards enemy leader. So yeah. And for the second one, I think Hunter is the strongest leader out of the 3, because Hunter have the second skill to deal damage directly to the enemy leader. It's the highest attack percentage. For Hunter, the buff to look out for is whenever you use Gigi and Hunter combo, you reduce energy cost by 4. And also, this lineup activation requirement is the same as Gigi. So Gigi will increase the damage of all your low-cost units, and this buff will also increase your damage against enemy leader, making your damage against the leader very effective. Again, those 2 buffs will be very expensive. You don't need to worry about them in the earlier stage, and you can try to strive for them in the later ones, but don't worry if you don't have them. And for Paladin, the thing to look out for is whenever you use Selena, and also whenever your lineup average energy is more than 14, this lines up with Selena's activation. So whenever you have more than 14 average energy, not only you get more energy, you get more damage, you also get more energy when you're low health. Selena will also gives your leader a shield whenever you place unit onto the board. That will be a small power spike when you use Selena and the high cost units. But I don't think those two are particularly useful. You can try them, like strive for them if you can, but don't stress too much. That's for the leaders. For the paladin, the skills are not always helpful. I almost always use the damage to just deal as much damage as possible. And for Anne and Jasmine, their activation are also quite strong. Whenever you don't have more than two partners of the same energy, like the spawns of Anne will be much more tanky and taking more hits and making your team more healthy and do more damage. And the activation requirement for Jasmine the same, but this effect is really strong. That she will also restore HP to partner to the lowest HP after every action. This sometimes heal twice for the same partner or heal two partners. It's very strong. And those are all the buffs you need to look out for, and they're very strong in this game mode. The next one to talk about is how to choose your units. After you lock down, think about those buffs. I think the general approach I'm using is to just use some lesser units at first to test the water for that stage. And if you find there are high threat targets in the same row or in the same column, then you can pick the row damage or column damage. The only row damage here is Brook. And the column damage here we have Nina, we have Hotaru, we have Kagaku. And if you also find there's some target that is, you cannot kill them in one turn, but the later reinforcement are placed in front of them, or like in front of the leader, if you want to damage the leader, there are some skills that target the lowest HP. Jasmine is the best example, is very strong for that purpose. Either kill a partner in the backline or damage the leader continuously. And another one would be Kagaku. Kagaku is like a combination of column damage plus low HP locked target damage. It's very strong in this game mode, in my opinion. I was able to solo some of the earlier stages with only Kagaku's carry and some other units just to satisfy the buffs. And of course, Miyuki and Phoebe are can handle any situation, so normally you want to save them for the later stages. Those are the two most powerful units. And for Anne, I would normally use Anne in the mid of the board so that she spawns to her minions in the mid lane and top lane, giving you two lanes protection, so you can place more units in top lane. For Saya has chance to execute the target entirely. So when you see Angela or see Victoria, they are super tanky and they taunt your team, Saya is that's a good chance for Saya to come in and kill that target. And Gigi is a good CC, a targeted CC. It's very reliable, but my Gigi doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Another combo is very strong as Selena with Diana. So you can pop Selena after your leader receives some damage, and I can heal your leader, and then Selena can hold on for a very long time. And once upon Selena reach her cheat death HP, you pop Diana and heal Selena back to full health, and the enemy will take all the effort to reduce your Selena health to 0 again. And I'm running the Reflect build for Selena to just do more damage, and I'm seeing some other players doing that as well in the arena, so you can try it for yourself and see if that works. For Anna, I think we haven't talked about Anna and Phoebe's activation buffs. They're also very strong. Anna needs to have 5 different classes, and once you have that, any units placed after Anna will receive a damage and damage res buff. That is very strong, and what you want to do is place Anna kind of early, and you can use Anna as a pseudo tank. Anna will be regenerate rage very fast and cast her heals and keep herself alive and other units alive in the field. Very good. And Phoebe is going to be also very strong. You have potentially 8 light and heal partners to choose from, including Ming. And you only need 5 of them to activate Phoebe's passive. Then you will have the invincibility whenever you place Phoebe onto the battleground, and you will have 3 units to reset that invincibility. That is best utilized if you place one of the damage dealers first, and then place Phoebe. And then your damage dealer plus Phoebe plus your leader will be invincible, and they will just keep doing damage during that period. The only counter to this is Kasumi, and you don't want to use that against Kasumi. But otherwise, it can help you accumulate your energy. So after you place Phoebe, you can wait for a while, just let them do their thing, and then accumulate a high amount of energy. You can place the rest of your units in a fast pace, so you gain a huge power spike and maybe kill all the enemy board and deal a large amount of the enemy leader. And also, yeah, maybe that's all. That's all I can think of. There are some strange things happening in some of the final Drain B. I noticed all of the enemy partners can regenerate rage. Over time in this stage, it makes it particularly hard because they will just keep placing units, and their units regenerate rage. During other units, during the animations, they just get to cast skills non-stop. The only chance to break that is to use a strong unit and kill all of them. And that I had to use all of my strong units to get past this. I believe it is a bug. I hope they can fix it. I think that's all I can give for now, and let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and yeah, I will try to clear all of them, and if I can, I will share another video for the walkthrough. And thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.